Russia is the evil, big bad bully and everything that's wrong. And Ukraine is sweet and lovely and an innocent victim. Putin is an evil psychopath, invader. And Zelensky is a wonderful person, a hero, a saint. Now, are you like me? Are you sort of sick to death of being told how you should think and what the right way to think is? And if you want to question anything, or if you want to look at the other layers to a situation, or think with a bit of nuance rather than black and white, you're demonized and told you're a bad person. And you can even be completely shunned and ostracized, not just demonized, but you can even be cut off by people, or, well, as I said, demonized by people for thinking the wrong way. Now, this probably sounds a bit cliched, and right wing. Well, if it's right wing, then so be it. I'm sick of, generally, of this tribal debate culture. It's always been there, this tribalism, and this polarization. Well, it's not polarization, it's tribalism. It's tribalism. It's tribal, and I'm really concerned about the standard of debate now. And it's always been there, but social media has compounded the situation and worsened it. We can't sort of agree to disagree so much as we maybe could before. Definitely the internet and social media has made this worse, but this tribalism, where two sides are so entrenched and they just won't listen to each other, they won't empathize at all, and they'll just insult each other. We really need to do something about this if we're going to make any progress, as a species, if the human race is going to progress at all and grow, and if we're going to learn any lessons and live better, then we need to do better than this tribal debating culture. Sometimes we need to learn how to agree to disagree. But anyway, back to Putin and Russia, and then Zelensky and Ukraine. I'm not just sort of jumping on this bandwagon because it's all over the place at the moment. I've been thinking this for a while, and I haven't really sort of specifically touched on it on this channel. But this is so black and white, so simplistic. There are layers to this situation. There's good and bad on the Russian side and the Ukrainian side. There's a whole history. There are layers. There's nuance. For example, we talk about Russia, but Ukraine is said to be one of the most, or the most corrupt country in Europe. And I'm sick to death. I don't think those are too strong words. I'm sick to death of hearing about evil Putin and his invasion of Ukraine. There's more to it than that. It goes back further than that. There are layers to this. You don't just sort of randomly invade. You don't just sort of invade without, just like that. It's all so simplistic. And we're told that, everything that's Russian, everything to do with Putin is evil and, psychopathic. That they're the bullies, and big bad Russia. And of course, Ukraine, sweet and innocent and lovely, and everything that's right, everything that's correct is Ukrainian. Everything that's bad and evil is Russian. This is just sickening, and I've thought this for a while. Why is it that anybody who dares to question anything about Zelensky is considered to be right wing or a bad person? Just because you're looking at the layers of a situation, trying to sort of work out a very complex situation going back decades. And why is it we're told we have to just view Putin all the time as just this evil psychopathic bully? I'm not a Putin supporter. I'm not knowledgeable enough to be a Putin supporter or completely anti-Putin. I'm not knowledgeable enough. But there are layers, there are nuances. There's good and bad on both sides. Now, I know I'm waffling now, but you get the message. we've got this tribalism, during COVID, and during Brexit, um, Brexiteers hating on Remainers and cutting off family or friends because they were on the other side. Again, tribal on the other side. They were Brexiteers or they were Remainers. And then during COVID, if you ask questions about lockdown or about the vaccine, you're told, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're a bad person. You could get cut off for it. What's happened to the standard of debate in our society? And the standard of debate should be just as decent and respectful on social media as it should be if you're dealing with people face to face. But yeah, we need to rediscover the art of proper debate again. And this tribal polarizing stuff. Ukraine and Russia. I'm sick of it, and I'm not going to be cutting anybody off or demonizing anybody for thinking differently from me, and I don't expect them to do that to me. Sometimes there's nuance, sometimes there are layers. It's not always black and white. And Zelensky's not a saint, and Putin's not necessarily evil. There's loads more to this, and I'm just trying to get my head around it. Like a lot of people. Like with the Arab-Israeli conflict. But no, it's not black and white, and we shouldn't be demonizing people for having a different opinion. If somebody's got a different opinion, but they're honest in their intentions, and the thing that unites us surely is that we all want an end to this war. We want peace, and we don't want people to die. And we don't want this to go on and on. That's what should unite us and does unite most of us, isn't it? But it seems now that a lot of people on the left, to use a very broad term, seem to be more pro-war and seem to want war more than people on the traditional right. And that's really strange. That's really turned things upside down, hasn't it? How have we got to that point? Surely most people would consider it would be the opposite way around, traditionally, with left and right, and war and peace. Anyway, yeah. So enough of this being told how we should think and the correct way to think. Enough of this demonizing people. Enough of this tribal culture. Let's learn about nuance. Let's learn about layers and question things. Questioning things doesn't make you a bad person. Questioning a person doesn't make you a bad person or a conspiracy theorist. So, yeah, I'll leave it there. I'm really, really, really fed up with all this.